He called the Trump election an act of terrorism. Well, the young Republicans here at Orange Coast College posted it online.
Our nation is divided. We have been assaulted. It's an act of terrorism. One of the most frightening things for me and most people in my life is that the people committing the assault are among us.
That's Orange Coast College professor Olga Perez-Stable-Cox lashing out at Donald Trump in her human sexuality class. One student was so offended by the political speech he recorded it with his cell phone.
White supremacist and a vice president that is one of the most anti-gay humans in this country.
At this point, it's not even education anymore, it's indoctrination.
Josh Ricaldi Martinez is a member of the Young Republicans Club at the school, which has filed a formal complaint. Another student complained on the website ratemyteacher.com. I felt censored and bullied if I did not agree with her opinions. Political opinions she shared in depth with the class.
We are way beyond Republicans and Democrats, and we're really back to being a civil war. And I don't mean it in a fighting way, but our nation is divided as clearly as it was in Civil War times.
Ricaldi Martinez posted the video on his Facebook page. He now has 18,000 views and hundreds of comments. Tonight, the Professors Union posted a warning on his page. It condemned the student who recorded the video, saying this is an illegal recording without the permission of the instructor. The student will be identified and may be facing legal action.
But they wanted it to be known so that way maybe we would get scared and take down the video. But to the union, I want to say we're not going to be doing that.
I totally understand what this kid did. He's frustrated that what's supposed to be an education, something that's preparing him to take on the world, to be successful in a career, has turned into political brainwashing. And it's a waste of the students' time. It's a waste of everybody's time. And especially if you don't agree with it, and you know that the teacher is telling you their opinion as if it's fact, and they're in a position where they can punish you for not agreeing with them. I dealt with this a lot in college, and I never did what this kid did. I never secretly recorded anything. I don't know if that's necessarily wrong, because again, I think it's a massive waste of time. And it's bad on the teacher for doing this, and I think she should be exposed and held accountable. I never did that, but I would very frequently raise my hand and challenge my professors whenever they said something assertively, as if it was fact, or as if it was a given, and it absolutely was not. And I would provide the counter argument, the conservative point of view, and sometimes it would get pretty heated in the classroom. I mean, it made it interesting for me to go to class. It was a lot of fun, but there were so many kids, and I knew I wasn't the only conservative in the class. But I was the only one that was, I guess, willing to raise my hand and challenge the teacher, because there could be repercussions. I would get grades on certain assignments that were far lower than I actually deserved. I actually went above and beyond with certain essays and assignments, and I knew I did more work than I needed to. And then I would come back and get a bad grade, and I'd have to go challenge the professor, and sometimes go and challenge the person above them and say, look, I followed all the requirements for this assignment. I did my research. I'm well sourced. Everything I did, more pages than you even requested us to do. And they would have to explain themselves and try to defend. Oh yeah, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, whatever. And they would never really have a clear answer. And really, what it came down to is that they didn't like what I said in the assignment. They didn't like what I said in class, challenging their agenda and their woke worldview. And students need to make it harder on these teachers. I strongly believe that. If they come to class and they know they can just steamroll the class and say what they want to say without any kind of getting challenged at all, getting held accountable by brave conservative students, they're going to keep doing it. But if they know that when they try to say something as if it's a fact and it's only their opinion, that one or many students are going to raise their hands, hopefully at least half the class raises their hands and say, hey, wait a sec, this is supposed to be education, not indoctrination, then they'll think twice when they do it. They'll keep it straight and they'll keep it balanced. You need to make it harder for them to be one-sided. Anyway, I thought great on this student for taking a stand. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and thanks for watching.